Okay, so part 2 for Lorraine. This is your tuning fork combination of lung and liver energy. Right, so the combination of lung and liver, the flower essence, is a desert alchemy flower essence. It's called Queen of the Night. Right, and Queen of the Night, so don't forget this is about the 10th chakra, so it's about karmic energy, genetic energy, DNA energy, cellular memory. So it's that real big stuff that our body can't let go of because we've got all these generational stuff in there that's trying to keep us alive here on the planet. So Queen of the Night is about feeling a victim of our health. It's about feeling victim of the frailty of life. It sort of allows us to be energized into this deep-rooted negative energy. So let's see what we can do. I'll see which ones. Okay, okay. Right. So do I need to do this tuning fork, both of the tuning forks? Okay. Do I need to go up the tuning forks, down the tuning forks? Do I need to go, okay, so I need to go forward and backwards along the meridian, both of them. And yeah, right, we need to do it several times. Okay. So feet here, head here. So both of these meridians are yin energy. So they go from Mother Earth to Father Sun. So they go from the feet to the torso and then out to the fingertips. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively transmute my state of darkness and disassociation brought about by absorbing energies without being rooted into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively experience the blissful power of deep seeing, understanding, feeling and sensuality. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively transform my impotence and inadequacy in the face of God and my being a victim of the frailty of life into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively experience the blissful power of deep seeing, understanding, feeling and sensuality. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively transcend my being a victim of the frailty of life and my impotence and inadequacy in the face of God into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively experience the blissful power of deep seeing, understanding, feeling and sensuality. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively dissolve my being a victim of the frailty of life and my state of darkness and disassociation brought about by absorbing energies without being rooted into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively experience the blissful power of deep seeing, understanding, feeling and sensuality. I am happy being healthy. It is fun being human. I deserve to be healthy, happy and well on this beautiful planet of ours. Okay, so now I need you to think about the trauma in your head. So I need to think about your pain at the moment for a minute. So just sort of allow yourself just to feel safe, and just hold yourself really comfortably for a moment. And then I want you to pay attention to any tension and pain in your body at the moment. So just allow it, just to feel, just for a moment, sort of pay attention. Is there anything going on in your head? Is there anything going on in your neck? What about your shoulders and your torso? Is there any pain in there? Down through your arms, your fingers, your lower back and your hips, the upper thighs, and all the way to the toes. So just get a feeling of how your body feels in this moment. And just imagine for a moment white light coming in, and just allowing that white light to go everywhere where you can feel pain. White light to go everywhere you feel discomfort. White light everywhere you feel traumatized and stressed because of these old pain and punishment and stress circuits that you've been living with. Just allow this beautiful white light healing into every cell in your body. Some big energy shifting through there, Lorraine. Okay, what do we need to do next? Okay, so now we've got a survival, deep survival and hidden deep survival pattern that we need to get into. Okay, is this still part of the 10th chakra? Yeah, so we're still working on the 10th chakra. So we've still got to calm that down, that chakra that's connected to that karmic energy, to that cellular memory, to that genetic memory. So whatever the stuff is that we've been born with, that we're here on the planet to sort out, we're still sort of working through that. Okay, so we're into the sensory nervous system. First area showing up is the anterior cingulate gyrus. This is that part of your brain that picks on you when you're not perfect under stress. So even though we put up our boundaries and we feel frustrated or angry or sad or teary or whatever, you know, and that allows us space, because when we're doing all of that, it's giving us a zone where we don't allow other people in. So it's, but your unconscious brain is still in there going, oh my gosh, why did I respond like that? Why did I act like that? We always want to be better than we are, you know, at that unconscious level. So this little part of the brain straight into a pain and punishment circuit with the amygdala. So just below the xiphoid process, this little spot in here. You can put your little hand over that if you like, just to allow yourself to let that energy in. But this is it lets us build up things like obsessions and compulsions. So the sort of things where we get into a belief system about what works for us, what doesn't work for us. And it's sort of, you know, because especially when we've got huge amounts of allergies and hyperactivity and you know, like major reactions to insects and stinging bites and hives and sensitivities. You can imagine your little mast cells in the body. Actually, I might stack that in right now while I think of it. I'll pop that into the immune system, mast cell activation syndrome. So we'll wake up your immune system, these little points here if you want to tap along. So basically with mast cell activation syndrome, your immune system is like an ADHD immune system. It's trying to keep you safe from everything. So at some point, your whole nervous system has gone, holy crap, life is dangerous. So it doesn't like you breathing the air. It doesn't like you drinking the water. It doesn't like you eating healthy foods. It doesn't like you doing anything that's good for you, because everything is danger. Everything is danger. So that's why we need, you know, life. I deserve good health on this planet. I deserve to look after my health. I deserve to put myself first. I deserve to be human. Okay, so anterior cingulate gyrus, we've calmed that little one down. So that was an old pain and punishment circuit moving through, right? So the next little one showing up is the orbitofrontal cortex. This is conflict in your head. You know, so it's sort of like, it's that whole thing. Should I go for a walk? No, I'm too tired. My bones are sore. Should I eat some water? I'm not should I drink some water? No, I'm not. No, I'm not thirsty. Should I have some greens? Greens make me sick. Should I have some broccoli? I hate broccoli. You know, so it's like that conflict in our head all the time. Should I, shouldn't I, will I, won't I? You know, I'm too exhausted. It's easier to do this, you know. So, that's right. So again, so this is another pain punishment circuit. So you can hold that little spot here again while we're just diffusing that pain punishment in relation to the anterior cingulate gyrus. But the body doesn't like conflict, you know, so it will avoid anything to avoid conflict. Unless you're one of those human beings that thrives on it. That is certainly not me. There's actually, like, you know, even just sort of thinking about your bones, even just wriggling your body a few times a day for 3, 4, 5 minutes, it can really wake up a lot of the nervous system pathways so that our body starts loosening up and getting in less pain. There's a specific type of yoga where there's a lot of shaking and wriggling, and I know people have actually reversed health issues by doing it. So once again, once we get the redox molecules into you, you know, we want them going everywhere in the body, which they do. But it's, okay, there's something else we need to stack in. So once again, okay, so once again, that physical trauma to the arteries in the heads, that's sort of showing up again. So just for a moment, put your hands on your forehead and just think about that trauma. Think about that stress for a moment and just have a think about where on the scale of 1 to 10 it is. Is it 10 still being like a major trauma, or is it down more like a 3 or a 4? Where is it on that scale of 1 to 10? Just allow that to sort of come into your consciousness. So anytime you're having a think about something that's still traumatic, pop those hands on your forehead, you know, or your whole hand, and then run that central meridian. So that way when you're thinking about something that's traumatized you from the past, you're getting your conscious brain up and running, which is about problem solving, and you're adding conscious energy to your central meridian, which feeds your conscious brain. So you can do that anytime, anywhere. And actually, through any balance that I do on anyone, if something ever feels like it's appropriate for you, you know, that you're getting some energy out of it, just do that so that you get more. So that you get more out of these balances. Okay, so something's going on in the orbitofrontal cortex around the hives and sensitivities and just that overreaction. So we'll sort of ask the body once again, go from there into the immune system. So is it MCAS, is it histamine? So this time I'll do histamines separately. So in relation to any and all histamines, overreaction to histamines, any and all challenges with histamines. Beautiful. Do I need to stack in anything else like histamines? Anything to do with histamines, anything to do with MCAS? There are other chemicals in the body that, okay, so what do we need? Is it to do with detox pathways? Is it to do with build-up of toxins, build-up of toxins? Okay, so let's just ask the immune system again then around the build-up of toxins, the inability to release toxins, the inability to take any supplementation to release toxins, the inability to flush out the body's tissues. So we'll just boost the immune system there so the body starts, in relation to recognition of any and all toxins. Recognition of any and all toxins. So that we'll just boost the immune system to even start recognizing some things for you that the body has not been doing before. So we're doing the energy mismatch as well as the rest of the immune system, because the energy mismatch, obviously, if we're building up toxins in the body, for whatever reason the body isn't recognizing it, so many of these toxins are so itsy bitsy teeny weeny that, and if the body doesn't recognize them, then why would the body try to get rid of them? I heard a statistic recently, I'm not sure where it came from, but someone said that the amount of toxins that we breathe in, ingest, drink a day these days is more than our grandparents would have in a lifetime. So we've just got so many toxins from every corner of the earth these days, and so many of them are government approved toxins. You know, it's not stuff, you know, it's quite amazing. So we're sort of just getting the body then to recognize a bunch of those stuff. So we're still working on the 10th chakra, yes we are. We're still in the PVSS, yes we are. Okay, so what's next in there? Okay, so now the reticular activating system. Once again, I release any and all pain and punishment and stress from physical traumas. I release any and all pain and punishment and stress from hyperactivity of my immune system. I now choose to regenerate and heal my body. I now choose to regenerate and heal my body. I release any and all guilt from my cells and allow myself to be brilliant. I release any and all guilt from my cells around good health. I release any and all guilt from my cells around being happy. I release any and all guilt from my cells around having health issues. I release any and all guilt from my cells that is making me unhealthy. So we're going into the reticular, I'll just double check that again. Okay, yeah, so we're going into the reticular activating system now. Okay, so no surprise, the first thing showing up is low levels of serotonin. So keeping in mind again that 90% of the immune system is in the gut, and that's the major area where we release serotonin. When we're not releasing serotonin in the gut, we're not releasing it in the brain. Serotonin is calming and nurturing for the body. Okay, so it's low serotonin, high vigilance. So once again, so the points are here on the side, so you can pop that there if you want, and then just allow your hand over the belly button. So hand on the side and just allow that energy over your belly button. So this is balancing serotonin and calming vigilance. So part of overreactions, anaphylaxis, histamines, MCAS, it's very, very much about being allergic to life, being allergic to the world at large. Because obviously if you and I have exactly the same thing and you have an allergy and I don't, it means the food itself isn't intrinsically an issue. It's our own body's immune system that's creating the challenge. Okay, so no surprise, there's another reticular activating circuit. Okay, so this one is also low serotonin. Okay, so this time it's low serotonin and high levels of noradrenaline. So that noradrenaline, making the assumption that life is always going to be stressful. You're never going to get rid of it. So I release any and all guilt from my cellular memory. I release any and all stress from my cellular memory. I choose to take any and all benefits from past pain and punishment circuitry. I choose to release the rest. I choose to feel hopeful. I choose to feel happy. I choose to know that I deserve to be happy, healthy, and free. Okay, let's go look at RAS again. Okay, so there's another noradrenaline spot, but this time it's the first point, and this time it's noradrenaline and vigilance. So it's like all these little combinations in your reticular activating system. So once again, so noradrenaline, it's the assumption of long-term stress, that it's just not going to disappear, which is creating vigilance. In a month, I'm going to be co-hosting a workshop on hope. It's $99 Australian, and it's sort of from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Australian time on a Friday. I think it's around the 11th of August. Anyway, that's just a thought. That it's a workshop, you know, it's very much hands-on and getting in there and working out stuff that's, it's very much about hope and moving forward and giving ourselves agency. And yeah, because everything's designed on trauma these days, you know, all the counselling and psychology and everything's about trauma, whereas we've got to give ourselves hope. We've got to give ourselves a positivity. We've got to give ourselves that ability to be brilliant. You know, so rather than feeling guilty and ashamed and angry and frustrated, all of that lowers our energy, you know, whereas things like feeling safe and calm and light and love and forgiving and gratitude, you know, that all raises our vibration. There's another reticular activating circuit. Are we still in the 10th chakra? Yes, so we're still working on that cellular memory, that 10th chakra, that karmic energy. Okay, so this time it's kidney 1's on the bottom of the feet. So if you wanted to sit cross-legged, if you can, you know, you can put your feet on the bottom, your hands on your bottom of your feet. Or even just visualize it for a sec, you know, so your kidney 1's. So that's about focus. It's about attention. And that's what your immune system's doing when you're getting allergies and hyperactivity and hives and things. Your immune system's going, holy crap, there's a bit of dust. Holy crap, there's a bit of cockroach poo. Holy crap, there's a bit of tomato. And the immune system's just getting so hyperactive. Where are we? Right, so this time the focus is connected to acetylcholine. So acetylcholine is like a triple shot of coffee. So it's like, and this isn't you consciously, obviously, this is your subconscious body looking at everything all the time and trying to keep you well. But acetylcholine's like a triple shot of coffee, so it's like, oh my gosh, there was that, maybe I'll have a reaction to it. You know, and it's sort of like it's constantly on the lookout for something that could be causing us damage. So when we're getting anaphylaxis, our brain is doing everything it can to stop us doing something, whether drinking it or eating it or breathing it in. You know, when we're getting hives, the body is trying to eliminate it from the body as fast as it comes in. So there's these little things called toll-like receptors on our cell walls, and they're supposed to be, they're designed to protect us from the environment. But obviously with hyperactivity, you've got an excess of T helper 2 cells in your immune system. Your T helper 1 cells just aren't, you know, picking up to help you to deal with things. So, you know, you've got this I'm a little teapot thing going on, but you're excess histamine all the time, creating these allergies. So that side of things, and there's lots of drugs obviously that suppress allergies, but what they do, those drugs, they also destroy your immune system in the gut, and they stop your ability from creating T helper 1 cells, which actually are to do with, they help to fight candida and fungus and bacteria and viruses and cancer cells and all sorts of things. So, okay, so let's go have a look, right, once again. Oh, I think we might have hit the end of the 10th chakra, so I'm going to stack that in again. So, it's temporal hypothalamus. Yep, cool. Cool, okay. So is there another priority chakra? Yes, there is. Okay, so let's see what the second priority chakra is. Okay, so the second one's the 8th chakra. So the 8th chakra is at the bottom of the feet. It's about grounding ourselves. So underneath the bottom of the feet, you know, so it sort of goes down into the earth. It's why we're supposed to ground ourselves. Get outside, get into nature, get out under the trees, get onto the grass, get into dirt, you know, get into the ocean. You know, this is why we're humans. We're meant to be here on Mother Earth. So underneath the feet, plus your adrenals and your ethmoid, you know, so just in between the eyes, you know, the top here, that's your ethmoid bones. Okay, so firstly, let's go right, so immediately with the amygdala, once again, it's underneath the xiphoid process, and it's the pain and punishment circuit. So why would you feel grounded on the earth, feeling safe to be a human? Why would it be fun to be a human if your body is constantly going back to this pain and punishment? And because you've had so many traumas with your head and your shoulders and your hips, you know, and these allergies, it's not much fun being on the planet when you're allergic to everything. And your cells are just doing everything they can to protect you. Actually, because we're in the 8th chakra, once again, I want you to do a bit of pay attention to your body, head to toe, and just think about the area that's in the biggest amount of pain right now. And just bring in some white light into that area. Just allow it to diffuse through those cells and spread to the surrounding areas. And find another area of discomfort or pain. And bring in some more beautiful white light from Mother Earth, Father, Son. And allow that next level of healing energy to go into the area as well, and allow that to diffuse to the surrounding areas. And now think about that third level. So where's the first area of pain? Where's the second area of pain? What's another area of pain that just drives you nuts? Just sort of wriggle it around and allow that white light to come in and create healing. Allow it to diffuse into all of the cells in your body. Imagine the white light getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Allowing that love and nurturing and caring throughout all of your cells. And then wriggle your body. Just wake up those cells, wake up those cells, and move all that white light, beautiful energy around. Okay, so another reticular activating circuit in here. Okay, so once again, this is to do with the 8th chakra. So we've got the noradrenaline again, either side of the belly button. And this one wants to make you go hide in your room or hide away or be away from humans. So either side of the nose, the large intestine 20s. So this little combination, so the expectation of long-term stress doesn't make us feel like socializing. It doesn't make us feel like being a lot of fun. So this is the unconscious brain going, it's just not much fun. Why would I go out there and be part of the world that I'm allergic to? Why would I go out there and be part of the world when I'm in pain? And when we're in pain all the time, part of our brain doesn't believe we deserve to have happiness and health and love and light and gratitude and forgiveness in our lives. Okay. Is there more in the 8th chakra? Okay. So that's calmed down the 8th chakra. So is there another chakra? There's something else. There's something else. Okay, so I might stop and start with the 3rd one, just once again, in case you want to watch specific bits.